Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video on lead generation. This is video number 2 in our series of the lead generation course. Now, if you missed the last video, let me catch you up to speed. And what we want to do is we want to find out if we're going to be able to compete with them and rank above them. In the last video, we went over how to pick out a niche in an industry. We went through, we did some competitive analysis, and that leads us to today's video. I left you with some homework too. Hopefully you did that. But today we are going to be going through and picking out all of our keywords that we're going to be using to build out the website. So don't worry if you've never done any of this stuff before, that's what this course is all about. There will be a lot of videos in the series, and again, the best way to get everything going is to be taking action on this. So grab your notepad and pen and let's hop on the computer and do some keyword research. All right, guys, so let's jump into this. So for starters, we need to use Keywords Everywhere. That is the tool I am using. Keywords Everywhere, as explained in the last video, used to be a free tool. They do charge now, but it's very, very cheap. It's super cost effective. It is like $10 for 100,000 credits. That means that you'll be able to research 100,000 keywords off of $10. That's going to get you really, really far. All right, so if you remember in the last video, we decided on an industry and a location. Hopefully you have a bunch of ideas on industry and location. Remember, I told you do not copy mine because they will probably get saturated because probably everyone's going to do that. So don't do that. You'll just be setting yourself up for failure if you do that. So we set our sights on roofing and roofer in Cedarburg, Wisconsin in the last video. But that's not quite good enough because although we kind of have like 2 ideas of keywords, we need to start digging deeper before we can start building the website. And this video, I don't know if we'll get into the website build yet. If not, we'll probably do that in the next video. But before we can do that, we need to make sure we have a solid foundation for keyword research. What you're looking at on my screen here is my keyword research planning worksheet. Anyways, let's just get started here. So I have 2 phases of keyword research that I go through. And the first thing I want to say about keyword research before we even dive into it is you're going to see a lot of data that might not always make sense. Like if we append Cedarburg, Wisconsin to roofer, or like Cedarburg to roofer or roofing, it might not get a lot of search volume. Like the monthly search volume might say 0, but I can almost guarantee you that that is false because there are people that live in Cedarburg that are going to be searching for it. So what we're really looking for here, instead of an exact number of searches, is we're looking for a pattern. We want to see which keywords are most important. Like, is roofing more important than roofer? So what we usually do is we have 2 phases of keyword research. We have a broad phase of keyword research where we go super broad with it and we don't append any city name. And then we have a second phase of it where we append the larger city to it. And by larger city, I mean, so not Cedarburg, but like the city nearby, which would be Milwaukee if we would look on a map. We went over that in the last video slightly. So let's just start off with getting some ideas. And I'm gonna get some ideas by researching a company in the area. Let's just go roofing, Milwaukee. And let's find a company in the area that is ranking pretty well. Maybe this company here or this one here. And I just want to get some keyword ideas. I want to see what kind of keywords they're going after. And then I'm going to write them down. Okay, so residential roofing. There's one that I maybe wouldn't have thought of. So we're using this kind of first phase as like a brain dump. Gutters. Lots of roofers do gutters. It's probably something we're going to want to include. Exterior repair. I think we'll just go with maybe roof repair. Because I think if we say exterior, it might not be specific enough because exterior could mean siding or windows or all kinds of different things. And roofers, I'm sure, do a lot of different things. Now, what I'm reading through is I'm trying to read through their website. So say roofing, systems and applications. I'm going to look through their services, residential roofing, gutter services, repair services. Let's just click through some of these pages and see what they say. Let's see, installing. So maybe we'll do like roof install or installation. We'll research that in a minute. We're just kind of doing a brain dump first so we can really, get some ideas going. All right, I'm going to check out one of the other websites. These guys don't really have a lot of keywords stuffed in there, surprisingly, but let's check out some of the other ones. Okay, let's see what these guys have. These guys really don't have too much either. So, commercial roofing, there's one. So we'll grab that. I'm not going to go after siding stuff just because we don't know necessarily if the company we're going to sell leads to does siding, so we'll just go with roof. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to look at another one. And the more time you spend on this phase, kind of the better because you're going to find more stuff. So integrity roofing. Roofing contractors. So there's one. It's a good one. Let's see what else we got. roofing company right here. So you're seeing now that I'm coming up with all kinds of keywords that I initially didn't think of necessarily. And they kind of seem obvious, but like, I don't know, I just didn't really think of them until I actually saw it right in front of me. Yeah, they got roofing company and roofing contractor a lot. So I'm guessing that those are probably good ones for them. Let's see. I think that's good. We'll start with that. So usually about 10 keywords or so is a good place to start. And now we're gonna start plugging these into Google. All right, so I'm gonna move this window off to the side and I'm gonna open up Google just so that we can see both of them at the same time. And I'm gonna type in roofing, and I've got my keywords everywhere plugin for Chrome installed up here. So that's gonna show me the monthly volume. So 301,000. Again, we're looking for patterns here. We wanna find out which ones are bigger than the other. 22,300, residential roofing 2,900. That's not very big. I'm actually surprised that one's not more. Gutters, 201,000. Roof repair, 60,500. Roof install, only 37 on that. Commercial roofing, 9,900. Roofing contractors, I think we're gonna go with. Let's just, yeah, roofing contractors, 60,500. Put an S on there. And then roofing company, 5,700. Okay, so now we're gonna do a test, and we're gonna see if we're gonna be able to use our smaller city or if we're gonna have to go after the larger city. And the way we do the test is we take one of the bigger keywords like roofing and we just put our city name after it and see if it gets any search volume. So 0 volume. Let's try it before it. If we get no search volume before or after it, that leads me to believe that I'm gonna have to skip straight into the bigger city and do my research based off of that. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go and do roofing Milwaukee, 480. Okay, so now we're gonna start phase 2 of our keyword research. And then I think I remember from doing this yesterday that roofer Milwaukee was exactly the same, was 480. So do residential roofing Milwaukee, only 10. And you can actually try and flip these around, but the data is probably going to be very similar anyways, and most likely you're going to rank for both anyways. But if you want to check both, you definitely can. It's definitely a good idea. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do one at a time. Okay, gutters Milwaukee, 110. Roof repair Milwaukee, 170. That's a good one. Okay, roof install, 0. Commercial roofing, 40. Okay, what's next? Roofing contractors, 260. Nice, that was a really good one. So remember, I kind of guessed that, right? Because I saw that they were using that a lot on their website. And just by seeing them using it a lot on their website, I guessed that that was probably one of their bigger keywords. All right, let's try roofing company, Milwaukee, 170. Good. Okay, so now you can see some patterns. And the patterns are this, right? It's that these are our 2 best keywords. Then this is our 2nd best keyword. And these are probably like our 3rd. So we know exactly what keywords to go after now. Now we can dig deeper if we want. Keywords everywhere. And again, like I said, the more time you spend on this stuff, the better. Keywords everywhere will give you different ideas here. So roofing companies, I don't ever do the near me stuff, because the way we optimize the website, you're gonna show up for those kind of searches anyways, but you could definitely go and look up roofing companies. But yeah, you'll get ideas here anyways of different things that are related. Roofing companies that finance. Okay, so you can go through here and look through all of those as well. The other thing that you can look for to get keyword ideas is on the suggested search when you start typing, affordable roofing. So yeah, roofing companies. Yeah, you'll get lots of ideas just by going through there and doing that as well. So those are the main methods and the main ways for finding these keywords. If you want to write down the cost per click, that shows right here. So like it says 28.78. You could put that in this column here. That means it's not really relative to you because you're not going to be paying for this traffic. But what that means is if you were to run a Google AdWords ad, it would cost you $28.78 to pay for that. And that's just for a click, for someone to click on the website. So if someone came and they clicked on one of these ads right here, it would cost them $28.78. But what that does for you, if you write those down, I usually like to, I forgot, but I usually like to write them all down. What that does is it allows you to justify your price per lead cost when you start to sell these leads, because that's just for a click. So certainly a live phone call or a lead via email is going to be worth a lot more money than just a click. So it allows you to justify your price, and you can really start to do some fun things with that. I'm gonna leave a link to this doc in the description of this video. I'll leave the one that's filled out here. What I want you to do is make sure you go to File and Make a Copy when I leave the link to it, because that'll put it into your own Google account. If you try to request access to the doc, I'm not going to approve it. I don't check this email account. So all you have to do to access it is click Make a Copy in Google, and I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video. All right, so that is the video for you today. Now, what I want you to do for homework is I want you to go and do exactly what I just did. Take your niche and your location, but I want you to go and do this keyword research and map out your entire document, because in our next video, video number 3, in our micro or mini course that we're doing here on lead generation, we're going to get going and start building out the website. So you're going to need all of this information done before we do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video of the series. I am Paul James. Peace out.